nothing will ever be the same again. And maybe that's a good thing. What matters most is that we'll face whatever's next together. Quote, Pia, the kids have found the Darkhold and are ready to cast a spell to destroy all vampires, but they don't have the power to do so. Will Dr. Doom help them? Blood Hunt, Strange Academy, Volume 1, Issue 3. Welcome to Strange Academy, where the best and the brightest young sorcerers are trained by the greatest magic user in the realm. Vampires have taken over Earth, and the students of Strange Academy are dead set on stopping their reign of terror. In the effort to help, they were led to Madripoor to locate the dark magical tomb known as the Darkhold. When they arrived, they found that the book has been transformed into a young boy. The Darkhold revealed his intention to use the Montesi formula, an ancient spell that would wipe out every last vampire on Earth, including Strange Academy newcomer Pia. Unwilling to let that happen, the students went to stop him, but were interrupted by the former guardian of the Darkhold and Strange Academy teacher, Agatha Harkness. Harkness wanted to take control of Darkhold, but he fled, kidnapping Pia as well. With no leads on where to look for them, the students accepted the help of their least likely ally, Dr. Doom. We pick up right where we left off. The Darkhold child has taken Pia to an arena that resembles a wrestling match. He tells Pia that since she's so convinced vampires deserve to survive, he's decided to conduct a little experiment. The child then transforms everyone in the arena into monsters, declaring the experiment to be a survival of the fittest. Meanwhile, Pia initially plans to wait for the child to let his guard down to attack again. However, after the arena transforms, Pia discreetly pulls out her phone to let her friends know her location. As monsters surround Pia, the Darkhold child smirks and says, "Let's call it survival of the fittest." Pia needs backup. We pick up with the other students as they continue to fight vampires while searching for their friend Pia. During the battle, Jermaine receives Pia's message and informs the others that she's at the arena and needs their help. Jermaine reflects on how he was caught up in his own problems that he failed to notice how much his friends needed him. Despite that, Pia still managed to save him, and he vows not to let her down again. Without hesitation, Jermaine rushes off to save Pia, but in his urgency, he leaves the rest of the team behind. Now he finds himself alone and surrounded by vampires, desperately looking around for help. Meanwhile, at the arena, Pia is in the fight of her young life as the Darkhold child continues sending more and more monsters after her, taunting that he's giving her a chance to prove herself. However, from the looks of it, Pia seems to be losing the fight, prompting the child to prepare to unleash the Montesi formula. Just as he's about to do so, Agatha Harkness interrupts, having found him once again. Agatha says, "There you are, my dear Darkhold. I've been worried sick." We return to Strange Academy, students, where Jermaine is attacked by vampires. Fortunately, his fellow Strange Academy students arrive just in time to help. Doyle Dormammu blasts several vampires away, then picks up Jermaine and says, "The Strange Academy is here now. Can we please get out of here?" They defeat the vampires and immediately start to grill Jermaine for running off alone. They remind him that he can't help Pia if he's dead. Though Jermaine wants to help, they point out that punishing himself serves no purpose. If they're going to save Pia, it has to be as a team. Jermaine agrees, saying, "You're right. I need to stop seeing Pia as someone who has to be saved from my mistakes and start seeing her for who she really is, a friend. We need to show up for her as a team together." Meanwhile, back with Pia, she watches as the Darkhold child fights for his own survival against Agatha. She tells him that he's too impulsive and too powerful to be left alone, insisting that he's coming with her either as he or as his original form, the book. Agatha then blasts the boy with her magic, rendering him unable to use his powers. In response, he decides to take off and hide. The Darkhold boy mutters to himself, "I made it. I'm still a boy. I can do this." As he turns away, he sees Pia, fangs barred, and realizes, "This is my chance." The Darkhold child says, "Pia, wait, I'm scared." Pia responds, "Of course you are. You're finally powerless." The Darkhold child pleads, "No, it's not that. I finally understand what it means to be human. It's not survival of fittest. It's this vulnerability. I know I've done horrible things. I know to you I'm not a boy, I'm a monster, and that's true, but I'm also just a boy who wants to live. Do you remember what that feels like, Pia?" Pia hesitates. "Of course I do. How could I forget?" She thinks to herself, this might be a huge mistake. She pulls out Tito Tito peeping and places him in the Darkhold child's head, telling him that Tito will provide extra protection to help him regain his magic. However, she also warns him that this doesn't mean she fully trusts him. I still need your help, she explains, since Agatha is probably trying to take me out too. Agatha Harkness then finds them and says, if I can't catch you on my own, I'll just create some help. She clones herself while Pia frantically sends messages to the Strange Academy kids calling for backup. As the Strange Academy students battle their way through vampires to reach the arena, Jermaine says, once we got Pia, we can use the magical token Doom gave me too, but then he sees the message Pia has sent. Oh boy, we need to get over there now. Back at the arena, Pia, the Darkhold child, and the old man whom the Darkhold child had previously turned into a monster to row his boat are now engaged in a fierce battle with Agatha and her clones. The Darkhold child tells them, we have to find the real Agatha. She's the only one who can use magic. The rest are just crude copies. Pia responds, great, how? Pia says, all right, let's do this, as she prepares to face Agatha Harkness by herself. Just then the cavalry arrives. Jermaine on top of Doyle Dormammu and the rest of the Strange Academy. Jermaine shouts, pick on someone your own size. Agatha Harkness? The Strange Academy students are taking out the remaining Agatha copies, with Doyle Dormammu casting powerful spells and Pia slashing through them. One by one, each of the Agatha copies falls. The original Agatha Harkness gains the high ground and says, regrettably, if I hit the little vampire, the creature will go to her instead of the Darkhold. Then I could take my shot. Just then, the Darkhold child shoots her out of the sky. Agatha, shocked, says, what did you do? The Darkhold child replies, I hit you with the same spell you were aiming at Pia. That's what you get for messing with my friends. Now rejoice in my magnanimity and be gone. Jermaine asks Pia, what do you want us to do with the Darkhold brat? Pia responds, it's all right. I can say I forgive him, but I'm willing to let him earn my trust. Jermaine can't believe his ears, and neither can the Darkhold child. Pia continues, in fact, Doyle and I were thinking that maybe there's a better way to learn about existence than just running from Agatha all the time. Doyle Dormammu adds, yeah, take it from me, one walking apocalypse to another. It's not about what people think of you, it's about your choices. What do you think about exploring that as a student at Strange Academy? The Darkhold child is overjoyed to be invited and to finally have friends. Now they must return to Dr. Doom and the coin. Doyle Dormammu asks, you ready to help save the world with Dr. Doom? Later we return to Castle Von Doom in Latveria, just after the events of Blood Hunt issue 4, where Doom enters alongside Stefan and Clea Strange. Doom declares that it's time for them to combine all their magics. As he begins weaving their powers together in a magical act never before seen, he tells them that he will lead the ritual, focus their efforts, and ultimately save the world. All he asks of them is everything. Doom seems poised to do something great, or possibly something terrible. Next, Blood Hunt, Volume 1, Issue 5.